Hello, I'm Christy, and this is MamieGraceDesigns. This is episode number 1. And YouTube says you should make 5 videos before you ever start your channel. So this is episode number 1. I'm planning to make 5 in the very near future and get this channel up and running. I go by MamieGraceDesigns. That is how I started with my crafting. I make note cards as well, but that's kind of become very much my lesser hobby. I am totally all in with knitting. So I titled that Mamie Grace Designs. I guess also when I started making baby blankets, and I started an Instagram page for my knitting, and I called it Mamie Grace Designs. And that comes from Mamie, who is my grandmother. She was like my second mother. I spent a lot of time with her, with my grandparents growing up. My dad was military. We moved all the time, and wherever we lived, I came back and spent the summers with my grandparents. So Mamie and Granddad were very special to me, as well as I was to them, because I was the first and only grandchild for 10 years. And then even after the other grandchildren came along, I was the only one who went and spent every summer with them. So very special to me, and I'm so glad to name my little business after Mamie. Grace was my great grandmother, and I think, this is not concrete, but I think I'm going to be Mamie for my grandmother name. I'm not sure if I'm worthy to be Mamie after my Mamie, but right now, that's the first choice. I'm not a grandmother, and nobody's pregnant, so it's not imminent, but you know, we think about these things, especially in the South. I am a small business owner. My husband and I own a small specialty dry cleaning business I live in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I also am a substitute math teacher at the school where my kids graduated. I also tutor. So my kids went to private school. I substitute at their school, and then I tutor in the Little Rock public school district too. Teach 2 very precious little first graders. I work with them on their reading through a program called Our Kids Read, AR for R, as in Arkansas. Sadly, only 30% of children in public schools in Arkansas are at reading level. So it's very much a needed service to children of our state. And I'm amazed at the women who do it. We have a little training at the beginning of the year, maybe a couple times a year. But when I got to meet some of the other ladies at the table, they were all retired, and they were all in helping fields. One was a nurse. I think one might have been a social worker. A couple were teachers. There was one who was a businesswoman. I don't remember what she did, but I'm just impressed with these women who choose to do this and make a difference. And those children love seeing us. And their teachers do too. They appreciate the help. I also do dog training as a hobby. I'm not a professional by any means. I do have a service dog that her name is Addie. I'll insert a picture of her. And we used to volunteer with abused children and at the Children's Protection Center. And I had a professional trainer who I spent an hour a week with for probably a year, and helped me train Addie and then take the test. And she's actually a children's facility assistance dog, and which is a service dog rating. But then now I have a crazy Weimaraner that we do competitions in rally obedience and scent work. We're training for that. So those are 2 of my passions. I love doing anything with my dogs. I am a tennis player, and I love to camp. I have a YouTube channel already for camping, Girl in a Tent. And then, of course, I'm a knitter, and I am addicted to knitting. Absolutely, it is my number 1 passion, probably out of all those things. So why make a podcast? I love to watch other people who do podcasts. I love to knit while I listen to them, watch them. I get inspired by them. Watching some of them has made me start sewing. I would not call myself a sewist, but I am dabbling in sewing. Mainly, I'm kind of making knitting bags, but I did make a couple pair of pants, and they look good. I like them. I'm going to make more, and I'm going to make a dress. Anyway, I have plans. So I love watching all of you ladies out there. You inspire me, and I guess I felt like I had something to say, and I wanted to put my voice out there too. I don't know if anybody wants to listen to me or not, but here I am. What I'm wearing today, it's a little wrinkled because it's been folded up, but I threw it in the dryer to try to unwrinkle it, but I didn't give it enough time. This is the very first sweater I ever made, and I'm sorry to say I didn't keep any stats. I had no knitting notebook at that point, so I don't know who the design is. I do know that it is, let's see, I took my glasses off because it was creating a glare, so I'm squinting here, but my yarn is Woolfolk Tinned in color number 2. That's all I can tell you. And I will say that I started this sweater 5 times before I actually knitted it. And it was the German short rows that got me. And I would start trying, and then I'd rip that thing out. And I would say I tried like 3 times. And then I just wound the yarn back up, and I let it sit for at least a year. And then I went back to it, and finally I finished it. And so I was extremely proud, of course, when I did finish it. And hopefully, I don't know, I'm back as far as I can go right here, but it's got a nice little simple edge trim, just a little bit of detail. I love the little yarn over for the little holes. I can't think of my words right now. Has the same detail on the hem. It's very warm and comfy. However, I will say that I don't know what I did on this neck. I probably need to take it out and redo it. It is so tight. Every time I put it on, putting it on is okay. Taking it off, I get all my makeup on it, and I have to wash it every single time I wear it, which I don't normally wash every sweater every time I wear it. So my sweater, my neck is not great. And I know I made it tight because I don't like a wide neck sweater. And I feel like when I first started knitting, all the patterns I was looking at were really wide necks, and I don't like my bra straps to show. So maybe I was a little paranoid about the neck growing. So I don't know. I do like it. I wear it probably only like once a year. I'm doing much better now about keeping track of what I knit, who knit it, who designed it, my yarn, my needles, all those details. But as a rookie, I did not do all that. Okay, so I'm going to show you 2 of my past knits. So this was my very first sweater I ever knit. I started knitting in 2016, and I immediately got carpal tunnel syndrome. And I think that's because of my tennis playing. You know, that's a lot of this motion, and then knitting is a lot of this motion, and it just overdid it. And let me tell you what, carpal tunnel is terrible. I couldn't figure out what it was. I was up all night crying. I couldn't sleep. It was when I laid down at night that it hurt, which was really weird. That doesn't seem like that would be how it would happen, but during the day it didn't hurt me, but at night, oh my gosh. When you can't sleep, everything's worse. I could only sleep if I was sitting up. Well, I couldn't really sleep if I was sitting up. I was crying all night. It was terrible. I was about to lose my mind. Finally, they figured out it was carpal tunnel, had the surgery. 7-minute surgery, and life is good again. Now, recovery was a little bit slow, but I have been fine ever since then. So, started knitting in 2016, started with a lot of shawls. So that's the first thing I'm going to show you. This was my very first shawl I ever made. It's a Stephen West. Let's see, it's called the Garter Breeze shawl. And I went really bright. I do like bright colors, but I mean, I also like neutrals. And I cannot tell you who the yarn is. I'll just let you see it because I didn't write any of that down. I'm thinking it might be Emma's yarn because I like Emma's, and I think I started with a lot of Emma's. But I still love this shawl, and I wear it a lot. And it looks great over a neutral. I have a cute picture of my dogs modeling it when I finished it. And I'll put that in the video. The next past make I'm going to share with you. Okay, so this is the Andrea Mowry Shift Cowl. And I made it in Spin Cycle yarns. And I am guessing on these colors because, like I said, I did not write anything down back in the day. But I looked up something that I thought was similar. And I think it's Robin's Egg, Cold Comfort, and Something Wicked. My local yarn shop is called Yarn Candy. Candy's the owner, and she is so great at helping pick out colors and put combinations together. And this is one of my favorite. For some reason, this just goes with everything. It always looks good with whatever I wear in almost any color range. This was like my fourth shift cowl to make. They're so fast and easy. I love the construction of this project. It's all knit flat. It's just slip stitches. So it's, this would be great to do for, Casey Apple, Young Folk Knits, knit along, make along. What is there? I forget what it's called, but it's all about, slip stitch knitting, which I gotta write more stuff down because I can't think of any words what that's called. Mosaic. It's their Mosaic knit along. Okay. This would be perfect for that Mosaic knit along, which I didn't even know it was Mosaic knitting. Didn't know I was doing it, and I was. The very first one of these I ever made, I think I didn't love the way it fit on. No, either way, my niece got it. Maya wanted it, and I was out visiting. My sister lives in Phoenix, and so I said, sure, you can have it. So she kept it. And then I came home and made another one, and I wore it down to the Children's Protection Center with Addie one day, volunteering, and the secretary there wanted it, so I sold it to her. And I have pictures. I'll insert pictures of these folks too. And so then I made another one. So that's 2. This is 3. I'm pretty sure. Well, then I have this one that I wear at Christmas. This is not the shift cowl, but it's Andrea Mowry's pattern. Let's see if I can find it real quick. I saw it on here a minute ago. Everyday cowl. And I did this one in Christmas colors, and it is almost Christmas. So this would be good to wear. Again, this gray sweater goes with everything. So I love these cowls. They're quick, they're easy, they're not a lot of yarn, so they're easy to travel with. It's just Andrea makes great stuff. Now her sweaters don't always fit me right. I definitely have to size up on her sweaters, but anyway, that's probably just my body. So I was going to talk to you next about my works in progress. I'm just going to share one today, and this is actually not even a work yet. I bought the yarn today, but I haven't actually started working on it. This is going to be Andrea's new plumped up Harlow hat, and I did really bright colors. Let's see, this is Baba Bulky by UU, and it is, I gotta put my glasses on for this. It's the color Citrus. It's so bright. And this is my friend Alan. He's been asking me for a hat for, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years. And I just always give him a hard time and tell him he's not getting one. But I decided he's getting one now. And then this is Spin Cycle Plump Vibe Check. And it is very vibey for sure. And Alan loves things loud. Like he wants a bright yellow Corvette. Like that would be his dream car. So I think he will love this. And I'm not going to get it done before Christmas, but I will work on it right after Christmas. I have a hat I'm making for myself called the Cat Hat by Brianna Arlene. And that is a super cute hat. And I mean, hats, I bet I can get it done in a day. And as soon as I finish the cat hat, I'm going to make Alan a hat. Hopefully I'll have it done before New Year's Day. That is my goal. So that's about everything for today. I was going to talk to you a little bit about my dog training, my upcoming trials, but I don't even have any really imminent ones. We had training today. Hank went with me we did a makeup class at our training. It's a Little Rock Dog Training Club. And then we went and ran some errands for Christmas. Tomorrow is our family Christmas. Everybody comes over here to our house, and I think we'll have about 18 people. And we have a lot of fun. It's a big group, and enjoy seeing all my family. I guess that's it for now. My first podcast. I've done it. It's achieved. Now I can say it's all downhill from here, maybe. I love knitting, and I'm happy to share what I'm making. I hope somebody out here likes it and wants to come along with me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.